Oh, you're looking at the future right here.
And her partner, from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
WWE Universe, you are looking at a superstar who is simply blessed to be the best. Just naturally better than everybody else, even when only doing the bare minimum.
When you talk about some of that natural athletic talent, Corey, Bianca's been exceptional her entire life. She earned all SEC and All-American honors in track and field at the University of Tennessee. And if you just ask her, she'll tell you why she's better than everybody else.
You got eyes, Byron, you understand. A freak in the weight room, a beast in the ring. Bianca Belair can do it all.
And she's got a lethal.
The irresistible force.
And their opponents, first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
Hey, whenever Nia Jax enters an arena, whenever Nia Jax enters a match, everyone takes notice of the dominance that this woman is capable of.
She's beautiful, she's powerful, she's dangerous. It's like $1 million smile on a wrecking ball. Nia Jax is the irresistible force to be reckoned with.
It's Little Miss Bliss!
And her partner, from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Five feet of fury. She will break your heart, break your jaw, and you'll still find yourself stalking her social media pages.
And it looks like it'll be these two superstars kicking it off here tonight.
Oh, what a chop block!
What a stomp!
Good grief! Vicious strike.
Boom! What a stomp!
Good grief!
She's starting to stagger a bit, but this one appears far from over, and she knows that.
Well, she certainly seems to favor being outside the ring, though for the life of me, I cannot figure out why.
Her opponent clearly wants to prove a point tonight, and you know what? I think it's working.
A competitor has been eliminated.
They did it! She wants to do this in the ring.
What's coming next?
Taking their time. Ah, punch to the gut.
I'll take the wind right out of you.
Gonna destroy your face. Nia Jax, the irresistible force, is in action here. As her name implies, she's a tough competitor to overcome. Any ideas of how an opponent can prepare for Nia?
I'd say it's nearly impossible to take down Nia, but the few times Jax has lost has been due to competition with serious submission skills. We've seen arm bars and sleeper holds make the few dents in Nia's otherwise impressive records. Harsh impact. Shot block.
I've seen some unique offenses over the years, Byron, but perhaps the most unique thing I've ever seen is when Bianca whips her opponents with her own hair.
I have never seen anything like it, Michael. But I'll tell you what, if I was to give advice to anyone facing Bianca, it would be to turn the tables against her. Go ahead and whip her with her own hair.
What a slam!
Impactful.
Will jar your spine. She's starting to take a beating, though we've seen her come back from worse in the past.
I really like the resolve we've seen from her in this tag team match, guys. Though, I wouldn't be against the tag here. You know, just so she can gather herself a bit.
I don't know about you guys, but I did not expect to see her in so much trouble here tonight.
The first ever Women's Royal Rumble match was full of amazing moments, but Nia Jax may have had the best performance of the 29 women who didn't win that match.
I agree, Michael. While Asuka was obviously the true winner of the match, Nia Jax had plenty to be proud of, lasting 18 minutes and single-handedly eliminating 4 competitors.
Senton connects. She's starting to falter here. You have to wonder how much more she has left in the tank.
She really needs to make a tag here, guys. There's no way she can continue like this and expect to win the match. There's just no way.
She's no pushover, though, guys. If she's going down, she's going to go down swinging. Oh, man, she's rolling now.
She's looking at it. This might be it.
Oh, my. Here's her chance.
Talking about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Not sure how much more Bianca Belair can take.
The tag team partner has to be concerned at this point.
And no luck against Bianca Belair there.
They'll break your crown.
Elbow drop.
Right to the heart. Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
Shoulder tackle.
In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner lock up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, count out.
She reverses out of it.
And not a second too soon. Close call there.
No, she's too quick for her.
When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space not
Nailed it.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael. The situation just got real bad. I knew it was only a matter of time.
That'll readjust your spine.
Oh, yes, and she's feeling it now, guys.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
She's got her where she wants her.
She can't take much more of this.
She's got that gleam in her eyes.
Oh, nasty impact.
This one's over, guys. For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team matches should have 2 referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think it's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider.
Man, what a slam.
Alexa Bliss has never been shy about expressing herself.
Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels.
Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural Tag Team Champions.
Oh, and she gets floored by that one.
Yeah, there's no staying on your feet after something like that.
During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
In position for a powerbomb, and that's not a good place to be, Cole. She comes up big with the reversal. That'll hurt. DDT! Beautiful senton. She's calling her out.
And no luck against Bianca Belair there.
Pile driver.
That has got to be it. A trip to the local medical...
Look at this. This could do it. Nia Jax is the most powerful woman in WWE, and we've seen her dominate opponents without breaking a sweat. Guys, how do you prepare for the irresistible force?
Nia Jax is one of the most dominant competitors from a physical perspective. When she has the right mindset, nobody can compete with the irresistible force. Your best bet is to play the mental game with Nia.
And no luck against Nia Jax there.
What's coming next? Taking their time. Ah, punch to the gut. I'll take the wind right out of you. Wow, running senton. Man, that's gonna hurt.
And no luck against Bianca Belair there.
She shows signs of life.
She's showing a lot more than that.
Nia Jax did not waste any time in becoming a dominant force in NXT. After cryptic vignettes declared that Nia wasn't like most girls, she proved it by laying waste to NXT's best en route to Women's Championship contendership.
And she's toying with her now. Dodges that one.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
What impact!
And no luck against Nia Jax there. You gotta believe this one's over.
Beautiful technique. Oh, shoulder first. I think the ring just shifted. And she goes down hard.
That'll leave a mark.
Ooh, what impact. Oh, what's this gonna be? Wheelbarrow! Oh, man, incredible impact!
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring.
Nia Jax, big move coming.
Oof. That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
She goes for the cover. And only a 1 count. Gonna take more than that.
I gotta say, guys, Bianca Belair has wasted little time making a name for herself. I mean, from the minute she walked in the door, the entire women's division stood up and took notice.
Yeah, she's getting after it, showing great energy.
Insult to injury. This one is over.
She goes for the cover. And Bianca Belair with a quick kick out. Wow.
Alexa Bliss is under some heavy assault.
Oh no, Alexa Bliss just got outclassed.
Oh no, Alexa Bliss still dazed.
Oh no, Alexa Bliss just got outclassed.
She's got her. What do we got here?
Alexa Bliss is under some heavy assault.
Look out here.
Oh no, Alexa Bliss just got outclassed.
Nia Jax is in trouble.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Well, I don't know if Nia Jax knows where she is right now. Here's Nia Jax, not letting up on her.
Oh, brutal.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they developed into a top tag team.
Wait a minute. Oh, nasty impact. Ooh.
She is on fire. Tag made. Here we go. Oh, right in the face.
Pick up your teeth in the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, by now I'm sure you've heard Bianca Belair describe herself as the EST of NXT. Corey, what exactly does that mean?
I'll break it down for you, Michael Cole. It simply means that Bianca Belair is the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, and the baddest around.
She looks for it once again. Pile driver.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
Cover here. 1, 2. You can't teach the type of tenacity we're witnessing here. Unreal.
Wow, I thought this was over.
A lot of pride on the line here in this tag team encounter, but only 2 of these competitors will end up getting what they came for, the win.
Quick thinking to avoid that one.
You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
And she's trying to flip the script here.
Easier said than done, Michael.
Oh, and she gets out of the way.
Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels.
Eludes that one.
Look at her go.
Oof, kick finds it.
And no luck against Nia Jax there.
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double-team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Hart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the Doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on...
Here comes Alexa Bliss. Nailed it.
Game, set, match. This one.
She goes for the cover. This isn't going to be pretty.
Ooh, just dropped.
Alexa Bliss is in position.
She hits here, this match is over.
Harsh impact. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history books forever.
Here she comes on the counter.
We'll see if she can turn things around.
Scoop slam. What a splash.
We're looking at complete domination here.
She's licking her chops.
She can't take any more of this.
They call Nia Jax the irresistible force, and she's proven that moniker true as she's overpowered the... She might have it.
Nia Jax and a leg drop. Thunderous leg drop. That's it. That's what she needed. The situation just got real bad for Bianca Belair.
This might be it.
Oh, my. That should do it. The situation just got real bad for Bianca Belair.
Nia Jax might have it right here.
2. Oh, somehow. Not yet. Just a step quicker, it looks like. Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
Takes her down with authority.
Man, she went down like a ton of bricks that time.
Back now inside the ring. I don't think there are two teams I'd rather see square off against each other right now. This is amazing.
I think this is the beginning of the end.
When she gets in attack mode, look out.
Oh, sit-out slam. Bianca Belair, big move coming.
Beautiful technique. And there it is, boys.
Things do not look good for Alexa Bliss.
The tag team scene here in WWE is undergoing a bit of a renaissance, and it's because of action like this. Look at this. Nia Jax is letting everyone know exactly how she feels.
I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at work or school, that's for sure. She's flirting with a count out here, guys.
Come on, hurry up. Get back in there.
Nope, reverses it. Ooh, what impact. She goes for the cover. Here's a cover. Could be it. 2, 3.
Nia Jax has been eliminated.
Lariat. Uh-oh.
I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next.
Boom! I've seen some unique offenses over the years, Byron, but perhaps the most unique thing I've ever seen is when Bianca whips her opponents with her own hair.
I have never seen anything like it, Michael. But I'll tell you what. If I was to give advice to anyone facing Bianca, it would be to turn the tables against her. go ahead and whip her with her own hair.
She's not looking good here, guys.
Man, she's got to get herself together here.
Oh, what impact.
Ooh, what impact.
Oh, nasty impact.
Drop kick. And that one takes her down.
Turn out the lights, Cole. This one's over. Yeah, she's getting after it, showing great energy.
She may be one of the WWE's smallest superstars, but Alexa Bliss has proven herself dangerous in the ring. Byron, what strategy should a competitor use against Little Miss Bliss?
Well, Michael, as you mentioned, Bliss is the smallest woman competing in WWE, and you have to use your size advantage against Alexa. Keep her grounded, and you won't get hit by Twisted Bliss or insult to injury.
Look out.
Harsh impact.
Oh, it's over.
That's exactly what Alexa Bliss needed. And 2 from the goddess with insult to injury.
This one is over.
Where is she finding the strength to continue?
She is ready for a fight tonight. When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath. Ooh. Tackles ruthless.
Oh, no. Boom, what impact. And she's knocked off her feet.
I think that one caught her by surprise, Michael. Oh, man, she's rolling now.
Oh, Alexa Bliss may have it. Oh, from the top.
That has got to be it. I don't think anyone expected Alexa Bliss would win the SmackDown Women's Championship at TLC 2016. Well, anyone besides Alexa Bliss. But Bliss prevailed, beating Becky Lynch for the title in a tables match.
I totally knew that was going to happen.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon.
Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
Nailed it. Oh, talk about getting flattened.
Yeah, she's going to be feeling that one for a while.
Alexa Bliss is in position.
This might be the one that ends it.
In a powerful takedown.
She might not know where she is right now. There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed, and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team.
Beautiful technique.
Alexa's just plain scary when she gets going like this.
Uh-oh, here's one.
Insult to injury. I bet you feel foolish writing her off now.
She's clearly not getting paid by the hour. And Bianca Belair with a quick kick out.
Gonna take a whole lot more.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
This could be the one that ends her. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance. No way she can survive this, can she?
We're about to see it.
Slam!
for broke. Pile driver.
Now, she just needs to finish her off.
Double underhook applied. Up and...
Another great tag team match here tonight. I don't think the tag team scene has ever been hotter here in WWE.
Oh, incredible height.
Alexa Bliss gets out of the way quickly. You gotta believe this one's over.
Alexa Bliss is in position.
One more shot and she's done.
Look out, Alexa Bliss is... This might be it!
Oh, my.
Wow, can she keep her down? This one's not over yet.
It could take more than that.
Alexa Bliss is in position.
Look out, she could be done.
Oh, Alexa Bliss may have it.
She is on fire.
Down they go.
Oh, and she drops hard.
Things are looking pretty good for her now.
We know what this means.
There it is. That is a game changer. This one's over, guys.
She goes for the cover. One. And Alexa Bliss gets out of the pinfall.
Gonna take more than that.
These superstars wearing the wounds right now of what has been an absolutely thrilling matchup.
There may be no coming back from this incredible beatdown. And it's Alexa Bliss with the reversal.
This isn't going to be pretty. Hangman's neck breaker.
Oh, gosh.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque. Oh, look at his aggression in the corner.
This can't be legal.
Totally ruthless, but effective.
Yeah, she's getting after it, showing great energy.
Looking for a...
Huge opportunity here for Alexa Bliss.
That's it.
And two from the goddess with insult to injury. Huge opportunity here for Alexa Bliss. She's on her last legs.
She's turning the tables.
Ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do.
And it's Alexa Bliss with the reversal.
Ooh, what impact. This might be it.
Oh, my. Alexa's just plain scary when she gets going like this. Alexa Bliss, insult to injury.
That's all she wrote, fellas. Remind me, how many times have we seen that tonight? I lost track.
Dodges a bullet there.
Ooh! You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now.
We have seen her here before.
Beautiful technique. We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Shoulders down. One.
Well, she's got a tremendous amount of resilience, so I think she's got something left here.
What a match.
Alexa Bliss gets out of the way quickly.
Uh-oh. Hurricane Rana! Oof! Oh, what incredible power! Wow, what a vertical suplex! Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque.
Oh no, Alexa Bliss just got outclassed.
She's in full control now. Now in full control. Now with complete control. She's in control. Oh, mat slam
With some attitude.
What's going to happen now?
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Running clothesline.
And two from the goddess with insult to injury.
Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
It gets more and more impressive each time we see it.
This isn't going to be pretty. You got to believe this one's over. Nailed it.
She's tough, but nobody's that tough.
And it's Alexa Bliss with the reversal.
Harsh impact.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
This isn't going to be pretty. Hangman's neck breaker.
Gosh, we're looking at complete domination here.
Uh-oh, there's one.
Insult to injury.
She can pick up the win here, guys. By now, you'd think that would have been better scouted.
We've seen some great tag team action over the years here in WWE, and I can attest that this is no different.
Talk about dismantling your opponent.
Momentum clearly in her corner.
Oh, driver.
She's got it now.
She goes for the cover.
Alexa Bliss gets out of the way quickly.
Back inside the ring now.
Ooh, that's how you dominate your opponent.
Alexa is playing to the crowd instead of handling her business here.
What a brutal beating we got.
If that does...
And the cover for the win! Gets the shoulder up. Wow, what's it going to take?
She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take.
Here she goes, back in the ring now.
How are these superstars even still going, guys? I mean, they have to be on fumes right now. Shoulder tackle.
Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
Blackjack.
If every tag team in the back isn't watching this match right now, they're doing themselves a major disservice.
Ball from the rope.
Look at her go.
Oh, what impact.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
Oh, nasty impact.
And it's Alexa Bliss with the reversal. She's countering nicely now.
Yeah, a second ago, she was almost done.
Not today.
The tag team scene here in WWE is undergoing a bit of a renaissance, and it's because of action like this.
Oh, guys, there's the... Ooh, what impact.
Alexa's just plain scary when she gets going.
And two from the goddess with insult to injury. And she looked like she had no chance just a few moments ago.
Dominating shoulder tackle. Elbow drop, big time. Elbow drop.
Right to the heart.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
She's in a bad way here, Byron.
Don't count her out yet, Michael.
Double axe handle smash.
I don't think there are two teams I'd rather see square off against each other right now. This is amazing.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
Just breaking down the opponent. She wants to finish this.
She hits here, this match is over.
This one's for good measure.
This might be it. Oh, my.
She's got it now.
She goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Bianca Belair has
And we
been
have our winners.
eliminated.